Today is 611 day that I'm here to share lessons I learn and I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, and allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about one more emotion. And probably this emotion was one of the most difficult to research. I never looked in satisfaction as an emotion that I want to pursue, but I learned that every single positive emotion we need to understand how to achieve that, how to pursue those emotions. And I found that satisfaction is one of the most difficult word for me to pronounce because when I start saying it very fast, it just becomes quite difficult. Now, satisfaction. So if you ever make a mistake by pronouncing it, just give me a break. So when I was looking in satisfaction, I was looking at a lot of times people need to understand what dissatisfaction means and what is dissatisfaction means. So that means we need to understand what's positive, what is negative, because it always comes both. Life is about challenges, about difficulties, about disappointments, and all those things create dissatisfaction. But we don't need to stay there. We are able to move outside of it and really move towards satisfaction. So let's look into what creates dissatisfaction. So first thing is that when we pursue some kind of goal, some kind of outcome, and we didn't hit it. So we wanted to achieve $10 million a year as a business, but we hit only 7 or 8. So that means you're not happy about your outcome. So you can potentially feel dissatisfied. Now you can feel that you unfulfilled with your desires. For example, you have some kind of experience that you want to pursue, and you didn't felt the same way that you thought you will feel, and that could create dissatisfaction. Now, other thing that really I think that is where I have felt dissatisfaction is in lack of meaning and lack of purpose. Because when I was looking, what is my meaning? What is my purpose? I used to feel always dissatisfied because I do not know what to pursue. So I think that a lot of people have the same dissatisfaction. Now, comparison and envy create dissatisfaction. When you are living a joyful life, but you start to compare yourself with others who has a little bit more, a little bit better, a little bit strong, a little bit more beautiful. It doesn't matter. When you start to compare, you are moving into other side of satisfaction. Frustration with circumstances. So that means that you are potentially living a life, and there's a lot of things that you do not enjoy, and all those things that you don't enjoy about your weight, about your finances, anything, it could about your relationships, could create dissatisfaction if you are not careful. And the last one is lack of progress and lack of growth. So that means if you do not find a way how you could really improve yourself, grow in finances, in a person, in confidence, in skills, that means you need to find a place where you can grow, because any growth will create some satisfaction. But if you are stuck, that means that it could potentially create a lot of dissatisfaction. Now, part is negative. Let's move into the positive side, because satisfaction is a beautiful emotion if you are pursuing it. So number one is, of course, accomplishing long-term goal. That is the easy one. But of course, if you want to achieve that satisfaction, you need to have a goal. So first is set the goal, work very hard every single day, or most 90% of the days, because we seek excellence, not perfection. And now, when you pursue and achieve the goal, of course, you're able to achieve that satisfaction. Second thing that of course you need someone else, receiving recognition. So that means when you pursue something meaningful and impact and adding value to people, and now you get recognition, of course you feel satisfied because of that. Number three is helping someone in need. This is beautiful because a lot of times people say, oh, I'm not able to pursue my big goals. But helping someone in need is one thing that every single person could do. Every single person could do. It could be not the money. It could be not nice word. It could be energy. It could be skill. It could be just nice words. Like every single person has a way to help someone in need. That's how you get easiest way to get satisfied. Number four is overcoming a challenge. This is one of my favorites. I really love challenge. I used to love math when I used to go to school. I used to love math because there used to be like some challenging exercise I need to do, and I used to spend an hour or two on very strong challenge and exercise. And when I used to feel that I finished and I got the results that I'm looking for, it used to be a lot of satisfaction. And I love challenge. Everywhere in life, I love challenges. So I think that when you have that healthy relationship with challenge, and you see challenges as an opportunity to get satisfaction, then of course challenges is much more attractive, and you pursue challenges because you know that when you will make that happen, when you pursue the challenge and achieve that result that you're looking for, you will get a lot of satisfaction. Now, engaging in creative expression. Now, I saw that this is part of satisfaction. I was not a very artistic and creative person, but I found that a lot of times people really feel satisfied when they're able to paint, when they create music, they play music. So, of course, you're able to do those things as well when you find time for it. Number 6 is maintaining strong relationships. I think that this is essential, one of the most important parts of satisfaction, because having strong relationships and being able to have communication with your wife, your husband, your best friend, your friends, with your family, this really creates a bond, and that bond creates satisfaction. Number 7 is making progress in personal growth. Now, as I said, that is very, very important to really create your goal and then create a growth plan that could achieve that goal. Because when you have a growth plan, most time it's easy to achieve your goal. When you have a goal plan, and a lot of times people do activities that doesn't allow them to achieve their goal because they are not ready for it. Because our goals need to be bigger than us. Our desires need to scare us. Because when our desires scare us, you are pursuing something meaningful. So that means that you need to grow into that goal. Because if you're not able to overcome yourself, become better, become bigger, that means that you'll not be able to achieve the goal. That is a meaningful goal. Number 8 is engaging in activities that bring joy. Engaging in activities that bring joy. That means that what kind of activities does it bring joy to you? Maybe sports, playing soccer, playing football, playing basketball. Maybe it's painting as well. Maybe going to your concerts, maybe comedy shows. It doesn't matter. Like, what activities making you joyful? So trying something new, going into nature. Because those activities that makes you joy, in long term, it makes you satisfied as well. Because you sit in that moment and say, oh, that's exactly what you're supposed to do that now. Number 9 is achieving work-life balance. Not just work-life balance. I think that achieving the balance in life as well. So that means when you think about roles in your life, you need to be a husband, you need to be a father, you want to be a manager, you want to be a business owner, you want to be a son, you want to be a dad, like all those roles. So when you're able to manage your roles in a time that you say, okay, I invest time in those things as much as I want, then, and you have a balance in your work, in your business, in the family life, then you, of course, you feel satisfied because you don't feel that you leave something behind. You don't feel that you regret of your time in general. And the last one, 10, is living in alignment with your values. So this is very, very important again. So that means what kind of values do you have? Significance, health, family, legacies, like make a difference. Like your choice. Choose your values. Understand what is your values. And then, are you living by your values? Does your time show that you live by your values? Does your money, resources shows that your energy that you allocate on a daily basis shows that you live by your values? Because I'm guilty of that. I said that my things are important. So that faith is important for me. But I looked into my time over a month. I said I read 5 books in a month, but I was not able to read even one book in the Bible. So I say that my faith is important. Yeah, I said that my faith is important, but my actions didn't align with my things. So that's what I did. I decided to read Bible in a month, and I read 2/3 of the Bible because I said that this is important for me, and I really want to represent what I speak. So when you think about values, we need to be careful what to say, what we value, because we always need to do an audit. And when you live in alignment with what you say, that creates a lot of satisfaction. So now, I think that living in alignment with your values is one of the most important things to really live a satisfied life, because when you live in alignment with yourself, with your values, and of course, if you do not have values, I highly recommend to look into someone that you admire to the heart. And then say, okay, I will ask them what their values they have, and live by their values for a short period of time to understand if you enjoy them, and maybe then you can pivot a little bit and live by your own values. But sometimes it's good to borrow very strong values from someone very strong who lives a joyful life, and then live by your own values. So when I think about satisfaction, I just want to finish that satisfaction is one of the values that, and one of the emotions that I never looked seriously, but I truly believe that satisfaction is very important emotion because it's a little bit long term. Of course, you will not feel satisfied every single day permanently, but you're able to feel satisfied for a week, for a month. And of course, then it will create dissatisfaction for a couple of days, for a week, maybe for a month. But then you go back into an emotion of general joy in life, because joy is temporary. Very excitement and joy is very like one day. But after that, when you create those joyful moments more often, you can create a satisfied, and you come back in the evening and you say, "Oh, my life creates me satisfaction." So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.